Okay, Mongolia is a landlocked country in East Asia bordered by Russia to the north and China to the south. It covers an area around 1.5 million square kilometers, and which is basically 603,000 square miles, with a population of just 3.5 million, making it the world's most sparsely populated sovereign state. Now, Mongolia is the world's largest landlocked country that does not border a closed sea, and much of its area is covered by grassy steppe with mountains to the north and west and the Gobi Desert to the south. Now, Ulaanbaatar is the capital and largest city, is home to roughly around half the country's population. Now, most of the country is hot in the summer and it's extremely cold in the winter, with January averages dropping as low as around negative 30 degrees centigrade, which is around a negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit. A vast front of cold, heavy, shallow air comes in from Siberia in winter and collects in the river valleys and low basins, causing very cold temperatures, while slopes of mountains and much warmer due to the effects of the temperature inversion, which is temperature increases with altitude. Now, acquiring a second residence in Mongolia involves investors starting a company, depositing $100,000 without active business engagement. So this is another option, or selecting a sector, obtaining permission, and opening a bank account. Subsequent renewal of permanent residence occurs annually or biannually without mandatory physical presence. Now, as of 2024, Mongolian citizens had visa-free or visa-free arrival access to 64 countries and territories, ranking the Mongolian passport 80th in the world. Now, the GDP per capita in Mongolia is expected to reach around 4,654 US dollars per year by the end of 2024, according to Trading Economics Global micro models and analysts' expectations. Now, residents are subject to income tax on their worldwide income. So if you're living there a certain number of days a year, usually it's around 183 thereabouts, you would have to pay taxes on your worldwide income. Now, from the Nationality Act of Mongolia, Article 6, basis for receiving Mongolian nationality: a person shall become Mongolian citizen through one of the following ways. By being born in Mongolia is one option. A second option is by obtaining Mongolian nationality. A third one is by reinstating their Mongolian nationality. And the fourth way is through international treaties and conventions Mongolia has ratified on a signatory type basis. Now, Article 7 is another article dealing with the nationality, and that is a child receiving Mongolian nationality. Now, this can occur if both parents are Mongolian nationals. The child shall receive Mongolian nationality regardless of where they were born. And a second option for the child is if a child whose one parent is a Mongolian national and the other parent is a foreign national shall receive Mongolian nationality if born in Mongolia. Otherwise, the nationality shall be issued based on written agreement by the parents. A third way is if the child whose one parent is a Mongolian national and the other parent is a stateless person shall receive Mongolian nationality regardless of where they were actually born. A fourth option is where a child is living in Mongolia whose both parents are unidentified, missing, shall receive Mongolian nationality. A fifth option is a child born in Mongolia to foreign parents with valid residency permits can receive Mongolian nationality voluntarily at the age of 16. And the sixth option is where a child with Mongolian nationality adopted two foreign nationals shall retain their nationality until the age of 16. Now, from the Nationality Act of Mongolia, there's an Article 8, which is another one dealing with the obtaining of Mongolian nationality, and that is a foreign national or a stateless person can obtain Mongolian nationality legally. Under Article 9, conditions for obtaining Mongolian nationality are the following, and they are the following conditions must be met before obtaining Mongolian nationality. You're going to have a source of income or capacity to live in Mongolia, have adequate knowledge of the culture, the official language, and the constitution of Mongolia, and have permanently lived in Mongolia for at least 5 years upon the day before the application. Now, this is the biggest disadvantage of learning this language. I've told people more than I can't tell you how many times. Learning a language with a country is the most difficult thing that usually knocks most people out from getting the passport. A third option is have met additional conditions put forward by the Authority for Immigration and Foreign Nationals of Mongolia in accordance with the subclause 1 and 2. Now, a fourth option is have not intentionally committed a crime during the period of time stated in subclause 2 that I just mentioned. The fifth clause dealing with getting nationality is do not pose a threat to Mongolia diplomatic relations with the home country of the person. The second clause, which is 1.1 of this article, is irrelevant to the underage children and persons who are reinstating their Mongolian nationality under Article 14. Now, the third option is a person who has accomplished an achievement of outstanding benefit to Mongolia or has a profession of significant importance to Mongolia or has or capable of an exceptional accomplishment in a scientific area or field that can obtain Mongolian nationality by the decree of the president. Clauses 1.1 and 1.2 of this article are irrelevant to the persons described in this article. In other words, if you get appointed for this article here, they will allow dual citizenship, okay? In most cases, this country does not allow dual citizenship, and this is a big disadvantage. Not just that, but learning the language and also the tax laws. Now, the acquisition, let's look at this. Foreigners may apply for citizenship either through the office of the president or through a Mongolian embassy. One must renounce their former nationalities in order to acquire Mongolian nationality. Mongolians who are adopted by foreigners have the right to choose his or her own nationality according to the family law of Mongolia. This is Chapter 7, Article 58.9 of the Act. Let's look at the history part. Now, during the Mongolian People's Republic, citizenship was determined by the nationality of the parents. A child with at least one parent with Mongolian citizenship automatically received the nationality of the Mongolian People's Republic, regardless of where they were born. Multiple citizenships was also accepted. The statute was agreed upon by the Mongolian Council of Ministers on the 30th of December 1974 and detailed further by an instruction on the fulfillment of the statute on the 11th of April 1975. All right, now let's look at the loss of citizenship. Citizenship can be renounced through the president's office. However, the Mongolian government has been historically unwilling to let educated Mongolians renounce their citizenship. The voluntary loss of citizenship exile is a ban under the Constitution. Mongolian nationals abroad can receive consular assistance, government, and services through embassies and diplomatic missions of Mongolia. Let's look at dual citizenship. No dual citizenship is allowed in Mongolia. Article 4, dealing with this, no recognition of dual citizenship. Number 1 is a citizen of Mongolia shall not be recognized as a citizen of a foreign country at the same time. Number 2 is if a foreign citizen wants to become a citizen of Mongolia, he or she must renounce the citizenship of that country if the law of a foreign country provides for the loss of a citizenship of becoming a citizen of another country. It is not required to renounce the citizenship of that country, and a certificate from the relevant authority must be obtained. If an international treaty or dual citizenship to which Mongolia is a party establishes procedures other than that specified in the legislation on citizenship, the provisions of the international treaty shall prevail. If you want to know more on this, you can contact our website at www.citizenshipquickly.com and ask for some help. I'm going to tell you the things I don't like about this passport is you're going to have to learn the language to get it. They tax worldwide income. The visa-free travel is really bad. But countries like this, if you've got a special talent, they will name you. And a lot of countries like this too, even if you got a background history, these type countries don't do background checks as hefty as, especially with the fast track programs of the Caribbean. They've got to be really strict. But a lot of these countries, if you've got a past history, some of these countries will let you in. It just depends on what it is. So there are advantages to this if you've had background problems. But also, if you want to know more of this, hit the subscribe button at the right of your screen right here, and you get new videos automatically as they come out. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Take care.